I'm Alan Combs. Always happy to welcome Deepak Chopra. Deepak Chopra. I almost feel like you need no introduction. You're so well known. More than 80 books translated into 43 languages, numerous New York Times bestsellers. You're board certified in internal medicine, endocrinology, and metabolism. And you're guru to many, though I know you shirk from that word. You had a piece out and have a piece out that just was published in the San Francisco Chronicle about the psyche of Donald Trump and the whole explanation of what it is he appeals to. And you mentioned the phrase the shadow. What is your take on what's going on here?
The shadow is that part of ourselves that we are ashamed of, that we feel guilty about. And everyone has a shadow. And if you ignore the shadow, then it says, you're ignoring me, I'm going to embarrass you. Donald Trump, at the moment, is in a way representing the shadow of our collective consciousness. He is, unfortunately, and I would never say this unless I believe to be 100% true, but he represents the racist, the bigot, the one who's prejudiced, the one who is full of fear and hatred, the one who represents emotional retardation of a 3-year-old. And yet he's so popular because he's given permission to our collective psyche to express their darkest demons.
Now, is he all the things you mentioned? Is he racist? Is he mentally retarded, as you said, or is he just someone who you say represents that? But is he those things?
I think he is. I think he's racist, he's bigoted, he's prejudiced, he's full of fear, he is angry, he has a lot of hatred, he pouts, he's belligerent, he's emotionally retarded, yes.
Yeah, emotionally retarded, not mentally retarded, emotionally retarded. Let me correct myself on that. And yet, why is it that he appeals to so many and has just about clinched the Republican nomination?
He represents the lowest denominator in our collective psyche. He brings out the worst in all of us. For example, what I said just now, I would never say these things about anybody. Okay, I would never
not
say
like
this.
you.
Yeah, it's not like me, but he's bringing out the worst in me because I too am fearful of what would happen to the United States of America and the rest of the world if, God forbid, he became the president. If, God forbid, he was in charge of the nuclear weaponry. God forbid, he was the commander-in-chief of the largest army in the world. He says one thing in the morning. In the afternoon, he says exactly the opposite. And in the evening, he denies that he said either of those things.
In the same sentence?
In the same sentence.
He will say, I'm for free trade, but I think we need to put more tariffs on China. In the same sentence.
Well, as I said, maybe I was too kind when I said he's emotionally retarded. Maybe he's mentally retarded too.